I'm just going to do a quick video here to demonstrate the new version of VFMC. This is version 1.1 and it adds support for doing insertions. So let me just demo how that works. The layout is changed on the right. The last two steps used to be slice and finish. Now the last two steps after HTR and floppy reduction are finish and insertions. And to show you how that works, I'm just going to just walk through a solve of a few steps. So here I am in floppy reduction and I've advanced to finish, and if I wanted to finish, I'm going to finish all but a few edges, the slice, by doing a F2 and then a B2, R2, B2. So I can save that, and now it saves under finish, so I have all but 4 edges here in the slice. And to finish the solve, now I can double click single click, so I can select insertions as the next step. And now when I'm working on insertions, it shows only the bad pieces, which in this case is these 4 edges. And it's rewritten the solution to be all on normal. And if I double click on here, then I get a dialog in which I can effectively harness to different points in the scramble. So here's what it looks like if here's where the bad pieces are if I execute the entire solution on normal. But if I backspace here with the cursor, as I move the cursor around, then now I'm getting the bad pieces at different spots, depending as if I had harnessed to this point, or this point, or this point, etc. And if I go all the way to the beginning, then they're no longer in the E slice. But in this portion where I'm doing DR, everywhere from here to here, those bad pieces are in the E slice, and so I can make insertions here. So this is fairly well. We'll see if it's intuitive or not, but it's pretty intuitive that you can click around and see if I can make an insertion that does any cancellations. So for example, here I have my bad slices, my bad pieces on F and B, and I've got an F move here. So I can just solve by inserting F2. That's going to cancel U2, D2, B2, U2, D2. So that's a 6 mover. I'm canceling 4 because that F2, D2 cancels. Now I have no bad pieces, and I can save. It won't let you save until you actually solve the solution. So when I save, then this comes out, and this is my solution. And I can double click here, and it's kind of automatically rewritten what I typed as an insertion. So this inserted F2, U2, D2, B2, U2, D2 here, and that's a minus 2. There was a cancellation here between this B2 and this B, so that's a total 27. There's one other thing you can do in this dialog. So if I load this, insertions, and double click, the other thing you can do is widen moves. So I can go and I can write this U prime as a wide U prime. And you know, RNS interacts a little strangely with wide moves, but if I widen this move too, then I fix the centers and it kind of looks normal again. So I can see like, oh, here's the effect of widening that U, and that U. That hasn't solved my edges, but I can try different things. And in fact, I know that here, since I have 2 pairs of bad edges, it's not a 3 cycle. I can do this. I can maybe solve this by widening these double moves. So here's a U2 that I can widen, and I can actually see when I click here that my middle pieces are solved, and so that's how I know that I can insert some slices here to actually finish the solution. And in fact, so if I just widen that U2 and that D2, I end up solving the whole cube. And of course, once it's solved, then it doesn't matter where you click, it's solved everywhere. And I save. That's listed here with the move count. A little different notation. If I click on here, you can see it's rewritten. This U2 is widened and this D2 is widened, and you get 25 instead of a 27. So that's the basics of how it works. Hope you find it useful.